Hey guys, what is up? My name is Landon and welcome to the Jersey Zone. So today I want to do my top 10 favorite customization kits in the NHL. Now I originally only planned on doing 5, but as I kind of looked at more and more customization kits, the more I realized, man, I really like a lot of these and I wanted to talk about more. Obviously, I like a lot more than just 10 customization kits, but I decided to try and limit myself just to 10, and I also decided to limit myself by not repeating the same team in this list as well. There were definitely a couple of teams that I could have mentioned like 2 or 3 customization kits of, but I decided to limit myself just to keep the list a little bit more interesting. But before we do get into the list, I do have an honorable mention. I'm going to scoot over just so you guys have a little bit of a bigger picture here. But my honorable mention is going to be the 2010 to 2017 third jersey for the Columbus Blue Jackets, and it is specifically going to be the Reebok years for this Cannon jersey here. I'm not really a huge fan of the new customization kit on the new Cannon jersey, and I'll talk about that a little bit later on, but with this customization kit specifically, I like the blocky numbers and the blocky kind of font that it goes with it, but it does look a little bit stumpy, which I still don't mind personally, but it's kind of why it doesn't quite crack the top 10 for me. I do really like the cream color on this jersey, and specifically the numbers itself. I absolutely love the cream color slash off-white color, whatever you kind of want to call that. But for me, it's something that I really like a lot, especially in jerseys, and you guys will see that a little bit later on. I just think the cream color gives everything so much more personality, especially like in most circumstances, it is just replacing like a white color. So I just think the cream color just elevates everything just a little bit more. So that's why I really like this jersey, and that's kind of why I wanted to mention it. Anyways, let's move on. So starting off my list at number 10, this might be a little bit of a controversial pick, but I have the Dallas Stars 2021 to present third jersey. Personally, I really like this jersey a lot. I mean, I like every single jersey in this list, but I know some people really don't like this jersey specifically, which I completely understand, but for this jersey here, I really like that number kit a lot. Without it, I feel like the jersey is, I don't want to say bland, because it's obviously not bland with like that bright lime green. I can't really call that bland, but adding the number kit, I just think fills the jersey up so much more. It really adds just a little bit more color to it, which I do think it kind of needs. Like I said, without that number kit, it just feels slightly bland, or maybe just kind of missing something, I would say. But with this number kit, it has the perforated numbers, which usually I really don't like perforated numbers. It's one of the reasons why I don't like that new Columbus Blue Jackets customization kit, like I was talking about in my honorable mentions. The new one does have that perforated numbers, and I really don't like perforated numbers. There's a couple of other teams that use it as well, like the Florida Panthers, like the Vegas Golden Knights as well, and I don't really mind the Vegas Golden Knights one, although I don't absolutely love it either. But there are some times where I do think the perforated numbers work, like with this jersey here, and also with the Vancouver Canucks third jersey, their stick and rink jersey. That one has perforated numbers on the back. In that one, the perforations are kind of supposed to make it look like it's raining, which I do really like a lot. Obviously, in Vancouver, it rains a ton, so it gives a little bit of a personality to that jersey and gives it off that city vibe as well, which I really like a lot. But I do think it's made a little bit better with the Tampa Bay Lightning third jersey, their kind of gradient jersey. That jersey's number kit is also supposed to make it look like it's raining. They just use a little bit more of like a gradient, and I think that works a little bit better than the perforations. But anyways, all that aside, going back to the blackout jersey here, I do like this perforated number kit a lot as well. The reason that I like this one is because it's not used all throughout the numbers. It's used very strategically, and it makes it look like it has a little bit of a depth to it. It makes it look like it's popping out a little bit, and I really like that a lot. I really like when the number kits just try and give you a little bit of a depth to the jersey, so I do like that for this jersey. But really, the main reason I have this jersey at number 10 is because of the color of the numbers itself. Obviously, that bright lime green, going with the other bright lime green in the jersey itself, it just gives that jersey so much pop, and it's just crazy to look at, but I really like it personally. And like I said, I understand if you don't, but for me personally, I think it's great, and that's why I have it at number 10. Coming in at number 9, I have the Nashville Predators 2001 to 2007 third jersey. Now, I will say they use the same customization style on all of their jerseys from 1998 all the way up until 2011, except for that checkerboard jersey. They didn't use that customization kit on that jersey, but every other jersey that they wore, they had the same kind of style of customization kit. It was just colored a little bit differently. Now, to be fair, I like almost every single one of these customization kits, but I prefer this one the best. I think just the color kind of combination just works a little bit better than most of the other ones do. I think the navy as the main color looks nice. There was one that also had the navy with the main color, but it had a yellow outline. Wasn't a huge fan of the yellow outline. I think the white outline looks a little bit better. And I will say as well, they also used the same customization kit with the reverse retro, although I'm pretty sure it was almost the exact same as this style right here, but I think the navy is just a little bit lighter than the dark navy here, and I like this one just a little bit better, and I also just decided to go a little bit old school with it anyways. But that being said, yeah, I really like this a lot. I like the kind of like slit that it has in the numbers there. I think that looks really cool, and I also like the fact that the font, at least to me personally, it looks like it's a little bit italicized, which I think is kind of cool. It's pretty unique as well, so that's why I got this one at number 9. Moving on to number 8, I have the 2017 to present home jersey for the New York Rangers. Now, this customization kit has been on the Rangers jerseys for like ever. I'm pretty sure since like the 1940s. So this customization style goes back forever. I kind of just decided to go with the newest one for this jersey here, but I really like this customization style. It is very classic, obviously, because the Rangers have had it since the 40s, but it also works really well with the front of their jersey as well. Obviously, the Rangers on the front kind of has the same pattern as the number kit on the back there as well. And once again, it has that 3D effect to it, so it gives the jersey just a little bit of depth to it, which I really like a lot, like I said before. Now, I will say specifically, I do prefer the home customization kit over the away, just because I think that the white and the red just look a little bit nicer on top of each other than the red and the blue do. I think the red in behind the blue there just hurts the eyes a little bit. I think it works fine as like a striping pattern, but just on top of each other, I don't really love. Although that being said, that is just me trying to be a little bit harsh and be a little bit nitpicky. I do still think it looks fine, just I much prefer the white and the red personally. Now moving on to number 7, we have the Boston Bruins 2010 Winter Classic jersey. Now, I could have filled this list with like a ton of Winter Classic jerseys. I absolutely love the customization kits on the Winter Classic jerseys. I tried to limit myself. I only have 2 on this list. You guys will see the next one pretty soon as well. But the main reason that I love the customization kits with the Winter Classic jerseys is because most of them have felt customization, which I love felt customization. Not only do I think it looks really nice, but it also feels really nice as well. So I just really like the felt customization kits. And obviously with this one here specifically, it does have that felt customization, but I also like the coloring of this customization kit as well. I know a lot of people aren't a huge fan of brown for the Boston Bruins. For me personally, I love it. I think it works a lot better than the black does for the Boston Bruins. But with this jersey here, obviously it has the brown numbers as well as the brown lettering, but it is also outlined by the cream color, which I was talking about before. I absolutely love the cream color, so I think just the whole combination of this thing just looks really, really nice. I just think the color pattern gives that old school feel to it, which obviously the Winter Classics are supposed to do that, so I like this jersey a lot, and I like this name and number kit a lot as well. I just think it looks really nice. Coming in at number 6, we have the Montreal Canadiens 2016 Winter Classic jersey. So obviously, this is the last Winter Classic jersey in my list. Like I said, I tried to limit myself a little bit here. But with this jersey in particular, the customization, I believe it still felt, although I'll be honest with you guys, my knowledge for like jersey materials and everything like that isn't really that great. It's something that I'm trying to learn more and more, but it is definitely a blind spot for me. Is like knowing like all the materials for like the jerseys and the name and number kits and everything like that. A little bit of a blind spot for me, but I'm pretty sure this is still a felt customization kit. If I'm wrong though, please let me know in the comments down below, because with this one here, it really like pops out of the jersey. I don't really know what it is, but it feels like it's elevated a lot more than almost any other customization kit that I have. So I really like that a lot. Once again, it gives a little bit of a depth to it, which I've said a couple of times already. And something that I really like about this number kit as well is the kind of pattern on the numbers itself. I'm not sure if it has any significance towards it or like what it's supposed to actually be, or if it's just supposed to be some random pattern. I really don't know, but I know it's been used on a couple of other jerseys as well, like the Buffalo Sabres 40th anniversary jersey, as well as the Capitals Stadium Series, their 2018 Stadium Series jersey as well. And there was kind of like the same sort of pattern for the Toronto Maple Leafs Next Century game, or the Toronto Arena jersey, or the Toronto Arena jerseys, whatever you want to call it. That jersey as well, it has kind of like a squiggly pattern towards it, so it's a little bit different than this one here. This one's a little bit more like kind of straight across and kind of boxy. Well, that one, like I said, is a little bit more squiggly, a little bit more free. That Maple Leafs jersey I did think about putting on this list, but I thought it was slightly a little bit too similar to this jersey here, so I decided to go with this one. But anyways, like I said, I like that pattern on it. I like the customization on this jersey as well. I just think it looks really nice, and that is why I have it at number 6. Coming in at number 5, we have the 2000 to 2003 home jersey for the Minnesota Wild. Now, they actually had the customization kit on this jersey, especially this white version in particular, all the way up until 2013, I believe. The darker version, I think, stopped in 2007. Now, I do like the green version as well, but I much prefer the white version for me personally, mostly because of the fact that I like the red being the main color of the numbers there. I feel like when it is that secondary color and it is outlining that cream color there, I feel like it's a little bit of an eyesore. I don't want to say eyesore because it makes it sound like I don't like it and I think it looks bad. I don't think it looks bad, but I feel like it definitely draws my attention away from that cream color, and I'm more looking at the red outline than I am at the cream. But when that red is the main color and that cream is that secondary color, I think it draws my attention to what it's actually supposed to look like. It makes everything just a little bit easier to look at. I don't know, maybe that's just me, maybe you guys don't see that, but for me personally, that is why I like the white version just a little bit better on this jersey here. But for me, the main reason that I love this customization kit is the numbers itself, the font that the numbers are in. I absolutely love that. It feels like it's like branches of a tree kind of jutting out. At least that's kind of how I see it. I don't know if that's intentional or kind of how it's exactly supposed to look, but it definitely feels very wilderness-esque. And obviously with the team being the Wild, it obviously fits, so I would love for them to go back to this customization style. I think it looks really, really nice. The font of like the lettering itself, I think looks fine. I don't think it's anything too special. Honestly, it's just those numbers itself that just really elevate everything else. Coming in at number 4, we have the 1995 to 2001 away jersey for the Tampa Bay Lightning. Now, I believe the reason that they changed this customization kit at the time was because it was difficult to read, at least maybe in like the stands or on TV or something like that. Now, I don't remember that because I was a little bit too young at the time to know if it was difficult to read the names and numbers on the back of a jersey or not, but for me personally, I love this customization kit. I think it looks gorgeous, man. The main thing that I really like about this customization kit is the arch name bar on the back there. I love when teams do that. I really, really like that arch name bar. I really don't know why. I'm not sure if it's just because of the fact that I'm so used to like the straight across name bars that it's a little bit bland for me now. Maybe that's the case. I don't really know. Whenever a team uses that arch name bar, usually I really like the customization kit, but with this jersey here as well, I do also think the numbers are really interesting. At least to me, that font style kind of makes it look like it's a brush stroke kind of going across. At least that's how I kind of see it. I'm not sure if that's intentional or if it's supposed to be something else entirely, but to me, I see kind of like a brush stroke for that number kit there, and I like that a lot. I think that's just a ton of fun. But with Tampa specifically, they were one of the teams that I could have chose like multiple customization kits for. Like I said, that Tampa Bay Lightning 3rd jersey that they're currently wearing, and also the Storm jersey as well. I really like the customization kit on the Storm jersey. I decided not to go with the Storm jersey for this one here, mostly because of the fact of the next 2 jerseys that I'm going to be talking about, so let's get into those. So I am going to try and tackle number 2 and number 3 at the exact same time, mostly because of the fact that they use the same kind of customization style, they just have different fonts to it. You guys will know what I mean when I explain it in just a little bit here. But coming in at number 3, I have the 1995 to 1997 home and away jersey for the New York Islanders, or the Fisherman jersey. And at number 2, I have the 1995 to 1996 3rd jersey for the Anaheim Ducks, or the Wild Wing jersey. So I absolutely love both of these jerseys. I think they're both just absolutely ridiculous and amazing as well. But the reason that I'm going to be talking about both of these jerseys at the exact same time is because they both use something called Glacier Twill, which is a customization style that I absolutely love. It's almost my favorite customization style by far, but also at the same time, NumberOne edges it out by a lot as well, and we'll get to NumberOne in a little bit. But with Glacier Twill, there's a lot of other teams that use Glacier Twill as well, or have used Glacier Twill, I should say. The Colorado Avalanche used it for a while with like the Reebok years, and I'm pretty sure their CCM years as well. The Pittsburgh Penguins have used it on this jersey as well. This is Glacier Twill, which I really like a lot. But yeah, I just think it is so gorgeous, and I really like it a lot. And I usually wouldn't split up these 2 jerseys because they both use Glacier Twill, but just the font and the way everything is kind of structured with these 2 jerseys here, it is so different that I decided to put them in 2 different places. So let's talk about number 3 here, the Fisherman jerseys. So obviously at the top of the jersey and the bottom of the jersey, the stripes kind of have like a wavy pattern to it, which is obviously supposed to indicate the waves of the ocean. Shocker. But I just really love how the names and numbers are incorporated into the style as well. Of course, you have the name bar kind of flowing with the top of the jersey there, and then the numbers itself flowing with the bottom of the jersey, and it just synchronizes really, really nicely. I just think the style is really unique. It gives the jersey just a lot of personality, which the jersey already has, so it just gives it so much more. But I just really love the attention to detail on this jersey here, and with that name and number kit as well. I just think it looks perfect. And so why is the Wild Wing at number 2? Well, mostly because of the fact that it has that arch name there. Now, it doesn't have a name plate or a name bar, whatever you want to say, but I actually really like that a lot. I almost prefer when teams don't have that name bar or name plate. I don't know why. Maybe it's also just because of the fact that most teams usually have that, so I kind of like it when it doesn't. Feels like a little bit more unique and a little bit more special. But yeah, so for this jersey here, doesn't have the name bar, has the arch name as well, and just the font of this jersey, or this customization style, I should say, is just a lot of fun. It has that kind of cartoonish style to it, which obviously works really well for this jersey because it has literally Wild Wing jumping out of the ice on the front of the jersey. So obviously the cartoon style of the customization kit just fits really nicely with this jersey, and like, I have a hard time expressing how much I love this jersey, how much I love the customization kit on this jersey, because I think it's great. Like, it's perfect in my opinion. There's really nothing that I would change about this jersey at all. I just absolutely love the thing. And like, one of my main goals with my jersey collection here is to try and get that Fisherman jersey and the Wild Wing jersey both customized at some point in my collection. I would just be ecstatic if I had both of these jerseys. They're just so weird, and I just absolutely love them. But that being said, we still have one more jersey to talk about. Now, you might be wondering to yourself, okay, if you love both of those jerseys so much, what do you have at number one? What is beating out both of these jerseys? Well, it's a jersey that I unboxed on the channel not too long ago. It is the LA Kings 50th anniversary jersey. Now, for those who don't know, you might be looking at this jersey and going, what's so special about it? It has a little bit of a gold outline to it, which is kind of cool, I guess, but why is it ahead of all of those other jerseys? Well, it's specifically because of something in the jersey itself, something in the numbers itself. It has laser etching. But if we take a look here, you can see that the LA Kings logo is laser etched into the name and number on this jersey itself, which I think is just so cool. It's so out of this world. I've never seen a team do that. And honestly, I don't think a team will ever do it again. And I feel like it's such a little detail that if you're far enough away, you won't even be able to tell. You would just assume that it's a black name and number. But obviously, once you get closer, you would really notice the detail. But I'm just shocked that they ever did this, and I would love to see it again. But like I said, I kind of doubt that. I kind of don't think it's ever going to happen, but I just think it is so cool, so unique. I mean, this is the most unique thing for a customization kit, in my opinion. It's the most unique thing that I've ever seen, personally, at least. It is by far my favorite customization kit, and I don't really think it's close, even though I love the Glacier Twill so much as well. But anyways, that's going to be it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your guys' favorite customization kit in the comments down below. And if you guys like this video, make sure to leave a like and make sure to subscribe to the channel. Also, make sure to follow me on my Instagram and my Twitter at TheJerseyZoneYT on Instagram and at TheJerseyZone on Twitter. Links are in the description down below. Like I said, that's it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.